Welcome to our Justice Impacted series, brought to you by Interrogating Justice and How to Justice, where we discuss all aspects of the justice system. Interrogating Justice is a nonprofit, nonpartisan think tank. Our team of attorneys, advocates, and allies take on some of the biggest legal, social, and ethical justice reform issues today. Our goal is simple: help shed light on the obstacles preventing our justice system from being just for all. Please connect with us at interrogatingjustice.org. Interrogating Justice is a nonprofit, nonpartisan think tank. Our team of attorneys, advocates, and allies take on some of the biggest legal, social, and ethical justice reform issues today. Our goal is simple: help shed light on the obstacles preventing our justice system from being just for all. Please connect with us at interrogatingjustice.org. How to Justice sheds light on the weaknesses of the American justice system while providing information to justice-impacted people and their loved ones. Check out our resource database at howtojustice.org. My name is Kristine Bunch, and I am the Outreach Coordinator for Interrogating Justice and How to Justice. Today, we are focusing on wrongful convictions in honor of Wrongful Conviction Day. International Wrongful Conviction Day is a day to raise awareness of the causes and remedies of wrongful conviction and to recognize the tremendous personal, social, and emotional costs of wrongful conviction for innocent people and their families. Wrongful Conviction Day began as an effort of the Innocence Network, an affiliation of organizations dedicated to providing pro bono legal and investigative services to individuals seeking to prove innocence of crimes for which they have been convicted, working to redress the causes of wrongful convictions, and supporting the exonerated after they are freed. October 2nd, 2021 will be the 8th annual day.
My name is Mark Clements, and back in 1981, I was taken to a police station and I was tortured by members of the Chicago Police Department. I was charged with an arson that killed 4 different people. Due to the fact that I was provided ineffective assistance of legal counsel, the investigation of really what took place with this offense, as well as what took place with me inside of a interrogation room, was never adequately adjudicated before a judge. I end up spending 28 years inside of the Illinois Department of Corrections before winning my release from prison back in the year of 2009. What does Wrongful Conviction Day mean to me? It means opportunity, and it brings reflection as to the men and women that have had to suffer as the result of prison policies, prison rules, and different laws that are degrading, laws that create stress, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder. And in most of these cases, all you have is your little old mother. And that's all I had was my little old mother. And my mother, she fought for me like a dog all the way up into her death. Wrongful Conviction Day also reflects and brings to the remembrance of just how people were mistreated by a criminal justice system that claims to care. There are so many men and women lives that have been stolen. They have been kidnapped by a system that have claimed to care, but unfortunately, they do not care. So, Wrongful Conviction Day means to me freedom, but are we free? It means being out of prison, but are we totally out of prison? It means having opportunity, but where is the opportunities? And I think that on Wrongful Conviction Day, it should be a day of gathering, a day of not just mourning, but a day of basically sticking it to lawmakers to do the right thing. You know, I remember that in the state of Indiana, they did not even have a compensation law. And how unfair can that be with men and women suffering as the result of our criminal justice system, but not being able to be fairly compensated as a result of their injustice? So, Wrongful Conviction Day means to me mobilization and opportunity. At least on that day, I can cut my porch light on the way that many people have done for, I would say, the last 2 or 3 years, and to try to fight for other individuals that are still hemmed up inside of our prison system. They're begging for support. They're looking for anyone that will give ear to their situation, and we can do something such as flipping on that light, or maybe calling a radio station, or else YouTube's, or just posting stuff on social media. Trust me, it's a lot of stuff that must be done each and every week to draw some type of reflection. And a lot of people may look at it as overkill, or else doing Facebook Lives as overkill. Well, everyone is creative. And I think that if everyone remained within their own little lane of comfortability, to do something about this problem, that we can cause an amazing awareness on this particular date.
My name is Audrey Dotson, and I am the mother of a wrongfully convicted daughter, Kara Garvin. You know, before it happened to us, I guess I just didn't realize that this sort of thing went on. And now I've since it happened to us, and I have reached out to so many others. I've been to innocence conferences. Wrongful Conviction Day means to me, I think about all of the people all over the United States or the world that have been accused of something that they didn't do. And it is so hard to convince people. Everybody it seems too quick to judge and to decide when they don't know the facts. And then to listen to someone who tells you one side, only one side. They're the only people that can get in front of a camera. Our side can't. I leave the light on for them in honor of that, and I pray for them. And I pray for their parents and their other loved ones, because I know what it's like.
My name is Jamie Sell, and I am trying to advocate for my son, Austin T. Burke. He was sentenced to 58 years in prison in Lucasville, Ohio. Wrongful Conviction Day. What it means to me is that somebody is recognizing that there is an issue out here.
Hi, my name is Bill Moore. I'm an exoneree from, well, actually 2018, after 22 years in prison. It's been a tough road. We're lacking a lot of things. Illinois has a problem. A lot of states have a problem. And we need resources. It takes a lot. Some of us are older than others, and we need help. There's so many things that the public doesn't know about. It doesn't matter whether it's Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. We have a problem with wrongful convictions. So it's a tough road. It's not the yellow brick road, but it's a path that we need help with. Everybody takes a hit. You don't go to prison by yourself. Your family, friends, employers, they all go with you. 20 some years is just way too much to get to the truth. I want, I don't know, everyone to know that 3-4 years back on the streets after 22 years is difficult. A lot of people don't believe that you're innocent after all this, all this time in prison. And we struggle. It's been really tough for the last 1.5 to 2 years because of the pandemic. You just can't walk out and just flag people down and say, this is what's wrong. Because nobody really gets it in our legal system. The last couple of years has been, anything but great, because in my circumstances, I couldn't get into a courtroom. So I'm still fighting a number of battles. Conviction Day means a lot to all of us. It's just, it's not a celebration. It's just an awareness that most people, most public, don't understand. It's important. Listen and help when you can.
Hello, my name is Angel Gonzalez out of Illinois. I was wrongfully convicted back in 1995. I spent almost 21 years in prison, and thankfully to the Innocence Project out of New York and Illinois, I was acquitted about 5 years ago. Wrongful conviction means a lot to me because it brings awareness to a lot of us, especially our families, friends, but most important to society and the law system, to kind of accept that there's a lot of innocent people still behind bars, behind walls. I'd like to share or say something to those who still incarcerated, that don't give up, don't give up. Keep on fighting, keep on screaming, keep on asking for help.
My name is Roosevelt Glenn. I was wrongfully convicted in 1993 of rape, robbery, and deviant conduct. That conviction has really, I guess you could say, destroyed a part of me that I don't know if I will ever get back. Even though I'm free now and I'm happy to be a free man, I realize that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Even though I'm free and I'm able to talk freely, do as I want, I still suffer from, I guess you could say, anxiety and lack of income and all kinds of sorts of things. But at the same time, I know there are people in worse shape than me because I left people in prison. And I know they're sitting back today wondering if anyone can hear them. And then you think when you get an attorney to help you, and I met a professor by the name of friend Watson. And when she came in and took my case, I was so excited because now I felt that someone would hear my voice through her, but I was denied every appeal. So no one still heard my voice. And at that time, I began to want to give up, wanted to commit suicide. I just gave up all hope. And putting my faith in God gave me the strength to endure the 17 years of prison, being released on parole, and being forced to register as a sexual violent predator, being forced to attend therapeutic classes for rapists, child molesters, incest. And I thought no one would ever hear my voice. And so one day, I would say January 28, 2017, I was finally exonerated and my voice was finally heard. And I'm hoping that all I'm doing today, by continuing to fight, by continuing to be a voice for the voiceless, that someday our legislators will come together and realize that this is now what we call an epidemic, a disease that's destroying our country because you're taking innocent people and throwing them in prison without any remorse. I thank God for what he's done for me, and I thank God for what he's going to do for others, because I would never give up hope. And I would tell all those individuals that are in prison today, male, female, black, white, whatever, to hold on to your hope. Never give up hope. Thank all the organizations, all the people who have come together all across the country to weigh in on wrongful convictions, that we continue this fight. And that someday minds will be changed, hearts will be fixed, because I believe that it's going to take the future prosecutors, the future attorneys, to change what is going on today with this good old boy system.
And that I would like to thank everyone who helped set Roosevelt free.
And Lorene is the woman who I call my ride or die. She's been by my side ever since the beginning, since the day I was arrested. We have a daughter who's like 35 years old, and we've been knowing each other practically all our life. She stood by my side. I encourage other people who have family members who are incarcerated today to reach out to them.
Hello, my name is Jenny Reach. It was Jenny Wilcox, number 17815, when I was wrongfully convicted. I spent almost 12 years in prison on a wrongful conviction on wrongful allegations of child sexual abuse. The police officers forced children to lie by locking one in juvenile, locking a few others in a holding cell, and marching them in front of my apartment several times every day until they gave her the information she wanted. She even threatened to charge several of them if they didn't testify against me. Wrongful Conviction Day means to me that people acknowledge that a wrongful conviction is not over once you're exonerated, that it leaves permanent scars and challenges to overcome every day, and that people acknowledge wrongful convictions happen and that we need support. My wrongful conviction changed who I was, destroyed my life, and caused me to have to rebuild my life. And I have struggled every day since I've been wrongfully convicted and after I was exonerated to rebuild my life. I'm grateful for organizations like Justice for Just Us and others who advocate for us and help tell our stories and help people become aware of what we went through.
I am the mother of Juana Rosendo Hernandez. My sons were wrongfully convicted. They were framed by former detective Reynaldo Guevara. He has framed over 57 people. These cases have been going on for decades. We have 12 guys still in prison, victims of Bernardo Guevara. 20 of them have been exonerated, and there's others that are still, they did all their time and they're fighting to clear their names. So I would like people to know what's going on, you know, that people need to get involved, you know, and help us to bring awareness of what's going on with the system. It's all wrong all around.
Hi, I'm Jenny Lefevre. I was arrested in December of 1988 for the aggravated murder of my soon-to-be ex-husband. We were 10 days from our final divorce. My kids were little. I had a daughter from an early first marriage who was a freshman at The Ohio State University. Anyway, I did 22 years. I was married to an addict who was abusive. He overdosed. When I was arrested, my youngest child was 4. And when I came home, he had a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. And he doesn't remember living with me. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. I just get rambled. I didn't have anybody to talk to for 22 years, and I had 2 abusive husbands before that, and I couldn't really talk to them either. So now I can just stop, and I do. But if I have nothing else to say to you, it happened to me, and it can happen to you, and it happens to millions of people around the world. And the land of the free, there. Oh my God, don't get me started. Well, I guess I am started, but anyway, if it happened to me, it can happen to you. And Wrongful Conviction Day just finally sheds, for one lousy day of the year, every day should be Wrongful Conviction Day, because wrongful convictions happen every day. But at least one day a year, we recognize that.
My name is Kristine Bunch, and I was wrongfully convicted in 1995. I woke up early one morning to discover that my home was on fire and I couldn't get into my son's bedroom to get him out. I lost the most important person in my life, my 3-year-old son, Tony, every possession that I had, and 17 years of my life because of that fire. Investigators quickly ruled the fire an arson. I was arrested and charged with arson and murder. It took years before I could get legal representation to assist me. An innocence organization, Northwestern's Wrongful Conviction Clinic, took my case. I was exonerated with new fire science that determined the cause of the fire was electrical and that the ATF chemist had falsified a report to make the fire look like an arson. Re-entering society after losing 17 years is incredibly hard. I walked out to my second son that I gave birth to in prison with no identification, no money, no credit history, no work history, and no idea of where I could get help. I have struggled to rebuild my life, but it's hard. I suffer from anxiety, panic attacks, and bouts of depression. The problems are so big, and the obstacles to reestablish yourself seem insurmountable. Wrongful Conviction Day is an opportunity to share the stories, empower others to get involved, and encourage everyone that is still fighting to prove their innocence. If you or a loved one has an innocence claim, please connect with your local Innocence Project. There are resources for exonerees and all justice impacted. Please check out our resource database. We would love for everyone to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.